Namaste and warm welcome to video lecture series of Kriya Sharir. This video lecture series is presented by the Department of Kriya Sharir of Shri Ram Ayurved Medical College and Hospital, Meerut, UP. In my previous video lecture, I discussed about Four Noble Truths of Buddha and its relevance in today's scenario. I discussed about why one should learn Kriya Sharir. I also focused upon what is Kriya Sharir. Again, I have also discussed about the subject matter of Kriya Sharir. And lastly, I also discussed about that in order to understand Kriya Sharir, one should or one must understand the other subjects of first year BMS. These subjects are complementary to each other. Now, in today's lecture, I will focus upon the first point of syllabus. Here, I have given the link of first year BMS syllabus, and in that syllabus, I will be taking the part A of the paper first, that is conceptual study of fundamental principle of Ayurvedic Kriya Sharir. Example: Panch Mahabhut, Tridosh, Trigun, Loko Purusha Samya, Samanya Vishesh, and description of basic of Srotas. In my opinion, the syllabus is the mirror of the understanding of the students. So I request all students to go through this syllabus time and again. Now let us discuss about the Panchabhuta theory. This theory is of a great importance for the Ayurveda students, Ayurveda practitioners, and researchers. All Ayurvedic concepts are based on this theory. It has been said that all things and beings of the world are composed of the Pancha Mahabhut. Ayurveda Acharya accepted this theory in principle and as well as in spirit. Acharya Charaka says that Sarvam Dravyam Pancha Bhautikam Asmin Arthe. On this ground, the human body is considered to be Pancha Mahabhautik in its origin. Again, the development and maintenance of this body is accomplished through the diet and nutrition. Our diet is also considered as a Pancha Mahabhautik. As we know that Ahara Sambhava Vastu Rogacha Ahara Sambhava. That is, the cause of the body is Ahara, and disease of the body is also because of Ahara. So, the Ahara and body are complementary to each other. So, let us discuss what we are talking about. We are talking about these five basic elements. These five basic elements are Akash, Vayu, Agni, Jala, and Prithvi. Now, let us discuss the properties of Pancha Mahabhuta. Sound is the property of Akash Mahabhut. Touch is the property of Vayu. Vision is the property of Agni. Taste is the property of Jala. And lastly, the smell is the property of Prithvi Mahabhut. So, in this way, the Acharya Charak sum up the Pancha Mahabhuta and their properties. Now, let us understand what is the philosophical and Ayurvedic view regarding the Pancha Mahabhuta. In Sankhya philosophy, the Pancha Mahabhutas are included under 16 vikaras. According to Vaisheshika, grossness appears in bhutas in the stage of Traserenu, and they are called Mahabhutas. Out of these, the first one, that is Akasha, has only one quality, that is Shabda. Thereafter, there is increase in the qualities successively due to association of other Mahabhutas, such as Vayu has two attributes or qualities. They are Shabda and Sparsha. Agni has three qualities. They are Shabda, Sparsha, and Rupa. Similarly, the Jal Mahabhut has four qualities, that is Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, and Rasa. And finally, the Prithvi got five qualities, that is Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, and Gandha. Again, by mutual association of these Mahabhutas, the process of Panchikarana takes place. That is why it is said in the Charak Samhita that all the substances are Panchabhautik in their nature. So, today we understand about Panchamahabhuta theory and its relevance in Ayurveda view. Before concluding, I would like to extend my gratitude towards CRT family members for supporting me in this my endeavor of video lecture series. I would like to conclude with the Vaidikiya Subhashit Sahitya verse, that is Prithvyam Trini Ratnani Jalam Annam Subhashitam Mude Pashana Khandeshu Ratnam Sangya Vidayate. Thank you.